Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of 2 videos today.
But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey guys, I have a new life hack for you guys, especially if you are a frequent traveler, and that is Saily, the eSIM app. It's brand new. Check this out. In fact, Alex just recently used this on his trip.
And saved me a ton of money. Upgrading my plan to be international would have cost me like 30, 40 bucks, and then someone else's plan was going to cost $12 a day.
Yeah.
And so it saves me
God.
so much money over the course of my trip.
With Saily, you just download it once. It's an eSIM card. You don't have to swap out your eSIM card when you get to the new country or wait in big lines at the airport or potentially be scammed. No, it's always there, and you're never going to run out of data.
We like saving you guys money. Stay connected, save some time, and 24/7 support.
Right now, get 15% off with our code and link down below. All you got to do is download the app, click that link below, use code AngryJoeShow, and you'll have it. Scan the code right now on screen is another way to download it really quickly to your app. So we hope you find that useful, especially if you guys travel a lot. And thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the video. Check it out.
Thank you guys so much. Click the links down below. It supports our show. We appreciate all of your support.
Yep.
Happy holidays, everybody. Hopefully you had a great Happy Christmas, as they say in the UK, or Merry Christmas, as they say over here. Hope you got everything you wanted.
Yes, for the most part.
You got some Legos?
I didn't get the $1,000 one.
Oh, no $1,000 Lego. You didn't
My
spoil
family
yourself.
hates me.
I got a bike, so I can't wait to get out there and do a little exercise. I need it. What'd you get, Alex?
I got Moose some presents, but that was it.
What? Oh. Okay. Well,
He was
that's
very
it.
happy.
He was happy. That's a gift unto itself.
Yes.
All right, guys. So let's see what. We are towards the end of the year. 2025 is on its way. I usually do my top 10 lists of 2024 in January. And if you'll notice, there's like jack shit in January. I looked, and you're going to have to figure out what we're covering in January because there's no games. But that's a good problem to have because there we could do all of our top lists. So stay tuned for that one. And yeah, much more to come in 2025. Do a little reorganizing, so a little shaking around. I'll have a different update video on that, on the series and stuff, and what we're doing for 2025. So stay tuned for that. But as of now, Alex, is there enough for news? Did anything happen over Christmas?
Some stuff.
Some stuff.
We got some stuff to talk about. First,
Okay.
something close to your heart is Max, which is no longer HBO, which is a stupid fucking change still.
Yeah, I will always call it HBO Max.
Yeah.
It's not called that anymore. They're trying to tell me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Max sounds like
It's
some
Max.
dude. It's like, oh,
Max.
Check Max.
Max has renewed DC's animated Creature Commandos.
Hey,
so-
okay. Well, we're not done watching it yet. I think the last episode is sometime in January.
good. We enjoyed
but
it.
so
Yeah.
far, it's good. So I'm glad to hear that. And the animation is great, and it's more adult, and it's bloody and gory, and it's funny so far. So I am happy to hear that.
Yeah, I think that there was less than a 0% chance that this gets canceled as one of the first things in the DCU. It would have sent the wrong. So it's like people are like, oh, it got renewed. It's like, of course it did. James Gunn would not have allowed it to.
I didn't think that it was even gonna get a season 2. I thought it was like a limited series. I've been doing a lot of limited series on Max, but I guess not because Dune fucking Prophecy
Dune.
just got renewed.
Velma got
for
renewed?
season 2. No, Velma was canceled. You crazy?
It did. Got season 2 though.
The Hate Watchers.
Oh, long time. Yeah.
Yeah. So
The Hate Watcher did that one.
I think the Velma thing is they had already paid for all of the episodes. And
Yeah.
I imagine it's kind of the same thing here, where but unlike Velma, very positive reception. People are really liking it.
Yeah.
This is
start.
written and executive produced by Gunn himself. So
Man's been busy. Superman's been looking good. Been some rumors on some test screenings. Oh, there's a
fake,
mix
though.
of the bullshit, and then other ones are positive. So don't listen to any of that shit. I will be covering as we go into 2025. You can guarantee yourself, Joe is
definitely will watch it.
Angry Joe's gonna cover a lot of Superman news leading up to the release, as well as the film itself, obviously.
yeah, tons of fake stuff for now. So I'd wait for some some actual reports
Yeah,
because people are like,
exactly.
no, there haven't been test
Yeah.
screenings in months.
People are
so they're
salivating
making stuff up.
to make drama videos on it or hate videos because that could generate a lot of revenue.
Oh, and then there's just some people who like hate James Gunn and want Snyder's stuff to come back.
That was weird stuff. I hate
There's-
that's weird. I hate that weird shit.
There's some weird.
Because
Yeah.
it was like one of the Ayers who got ran off Twitter and he deleted his Twitter account or shut it down because he said positive things about the Superman trailer.
Yeah.
And a lot of the weirdos.
It would have been way better if it was Henry Cavill, and I only want to
Crazy.
see this, and it has to be exactly the way.
Well, Henry is pretty amazing, Alex.
Yeah, but you're not hate tweeting people off the internet, so it's like you could
That
be,
we know.
that. Oh yeah.
That we
That's
know.
my secret account.
That's
Oh,
how
you
Joe gets
too.
his
You have a
frustration.
secret one where
Yes.
instead of being nice to people, it's where you're evil. And
Evil Joe.
Evil Joe.
Evil other Joe.
Yeah. Johnny Silverhand is coming to Fortnite. So this is the second time Keanu is going to be in the game.
Why?
I mean,
John Wick, right? Or
Yeah, he was
it?
John.
Oh,
Wick
shit.
before,
That's right.
yeah. So
This seems kind of late.
yeah,
Cyberpunk? Huh.
I mean, this.
And then they don't want to tie it in with, I don't know.
Indiana Jones.
Tie it in with Indy. Tie it in with, what's the latest movie? Gladiator, I guess.
No, I don't want the.
You get
no
some
one's
fucking
gonna do it. No one wants
Denzel
that.
Washington up in there or something. No? Okay.
Yeah, there was all sorts of weird stuff in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Gaga was in there. It was pretty cool. Cybertruck. All sorts of really amazing things got thrown in. But yeah, so he's going into the game. We don't, of course, they always announce and they never say when it's going to be. It's the one thing about these Fortnite announcements. Like, oh, cool, when's it coming out? They haven't said, but he's coming
Yeah.
sometime.
It comes with a.
Briefcase nuke. So
That's pretty cool. You can use it. What? You can deploy a nuclear bomb on the map. I always
seems OP.
like that.
I imagine it's gonna be like Superman though, and he's not gonna have any powers, and he's just gonna shoot people, and it's not actually Superman.
Like
it's
a
just,
mode. Or it's not actually a bomb. That's a skin, and then there's a mode for the bomb. But that's what we were hoping for DBZ stuff. Oh, there'd be a specific mode, or Superman stuff. There'd be a specific mode so that you could tailor to his actual powers. But no, they're just low effort skins in most cases. Sometimes good effort, but sometimes low effort.
Yeah. But again, other video game companies, take a look. What you want to know why Fortnite keeps people playing is because they're constantly giving them new things to look forward to. It is
I wonder
not.
if James Gunn is going to do stuff in Fortnite for DCU. They already have a Superman skin, so doing Superman again would
But you
seem
need
redundant.
a super skinny, non-muscular Superman now.
Yeah.
And you need a stupid-looking
I know they'll probably do
Guy Gardner.
Supergirl or Peacemaker maybe
Oh, Peacemaker.
Uncle Fester.
for
Uncle
season
Fester,
2
yeah.
or whatever.
That's what he looked like.
Yeah, he absolutely looks like Uncle Fester with
Well, maybe they could do the Acolyte sisters. I forgot what they are.
with the,
From the Star Wars one.
oh, for the jiggling.
the twins.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the acolytes that we
Nice.
also don't like from the Benny Gesserit. 'Cause
No, not Dune.
not Dune. Okay. Well, Fortnite's got everything, so
Yeah.
it is turning into that weird.
Fortnite has Dune, by
Yeah.
the way, already.
Yeah. So
They have everything.
they have everything. You know, they're like,
That's
oh, it's
the only one that's doing it right so far.
yeah, but
Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it generates $1 billion. It's easy to do things right on accident when you're making that much money.
yeah. Also, everyone wants to work with them because they have such a huge audience, and it's just
Yeah.
it's advertising.
Of
Because
kids.
like
Yeah.
we're talking about Cyberpunk, even though they haven't put out anything for it in a long time. So. All right. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was successful enough that
Yay!
Disney picked up the phone and wants more.
I'm still playing that. I didn't get a chance to play it much over the weekend, Christmas break. We took a week off, in case you didn't notice. It was a lot of fun hanging out with family and playing with our presents and stuff. But I was jonesing for some Jones.
Yeah. I played a lot of it. On my TV, by the way. Still.
Very
The
nice.
magic of no console.
Yeah. You don't need to own an Xbox to play Xbox
You
games.
need
And they don't even
Gamecast.
pay me. You should.
Only for certain
Yeah.
games, right? Not like Marvel Rivals.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't.
Something that requires like Twitch shooting.
Yeah. Indiana Jones.
But everything else.
isn't that way. Yeah. And it's
Okay.
just. So definitely fun game. People are really liking it. They love Troy Baker's performance.
Yeah.
So
and-
does that mean Disney is going to order a sequel? I would like to see more games for sure, and it sounds encouraging.
Yeah.
Disney
so,
likes money, and they said, "Hey, this one made us good amount of money, right?
We don't know that.
don't know.
We don't know the numbers on that, but
I would
hopefully
assume so,
Disney
'cause
likes
it's good.
nostalgia, and then that one, because the numbers are going to be jacked, Joe, because of the Game Pass.
Game Pass.
You know,
So it was the second best-selling game in its first full release week in North America, trailing only Call of Duty Black Ops 6. That's despite
Yeah.
being on Game Pass. So it's not that's
That's
not including.
fine.
So it's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
that's good.
and
I mean,
so-
it didn't have much competition in that week, other than Power Rangers Rewind.
Rivals.
And Path of
N-
Exile.
What Rivals came out the week before, right? Or no, you're right. Yeah, Rivals and Path of Exile.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people playing that.
Yeah, and so it's like they're calling it a solid commercial success, critical acclaim, and so this is just something that Disney needs wins, right? They need to leverage their existing IPs,
do.
and if they can find a way that they're leveraging those IPs that the audience doesn't massively hate, like Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and some of these other ones, I think there's
Or it was a
Some
week
people
before.
love Crystal Skull.
Delta Force, Path of Exile, Marvel Rivals in that week, and then Friday the 6th. Then Indy came out on the 9th. Though I think there was like early
You could play on the
access that
6th.
you could try to play on the 6th if you paid for like,
I'm
if you
good.
didn't pay via Game
Yeah,
Pass and
I'll
you just
wait.
tried to buy it normally.
yeah.
Yeah. It's close enough that it would have affected its sales for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, they've got. It looks like they're. There's nothing confirmed yet, but it's. They've got confidence. in it.
Troy Baker, amazing fucking job as Indy, and I require Troy Baker again for
yeah.
a sequel if they do one.
Yeah, and I also hope that they give them enough time to make them, because the problem with some of these sequels is they're like, oh, can you have it out in 2 years? It's like, well, the last one took us 8. So no, we can't have it out in 2 years. It's like, oh, cool, you got 2 years.
What would you want in a sequel? He's fought the Nazi, he fought the fascists. Do you want him to fight the aliens?
Aliens.
This motherfucker hasn't seen that movie
I
yet,
haven't seen that
Joe.
one.
You can swing through
You gotta
trees.
fight aliens. Do we want to go in time? And I'm saying no to those. I think we should go and do hardcore fucking tomb raiding. Even more tomb raiding.
So what they officially said is the teams are, quote, always looking for great stories, and the good news is there's a lot of space in between the films where we could tell more and more Indiana Jones stories.
Please
that I
do
think
not
would be
bring
super
in the
interesting.
goddaughter.
Oh yeah, or
That's gonna be DLC.
or Shia LaBeouf, or
Yeah.
but
I don't mind Shia LaBeouf, so as long as he's swinging around with
Demons.
monkeys in the
Demons?
rainforest.
Demons.
And
Like the
holy
Exorcist.
shit!
You know, it's
Yeah,
like The
we got a
Exorcist, the
little bit of the
beginning,
holy stuff.
It's like they get that little pennant and they release the demons.
Okay,
I mean, I want him.
a cult.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Thuggy Clan. I want him fighting the Thuggy Clan, either part 2, where Kali Ma, and I want people's hearts getting ripped out,
Okay.
and then burned alive, and all sorts of craziness
In the video game.
in the video game.
Yeah, I'm okay. We found it.
Yeah.
Demons.
There you go.
Demons and cults.
Yeah,
That'd be interesting.
yeah. So, I'm in. Let's do it.
We did it.
And then in weird internet news, potentially massive, the U.S. has proposed a breakup of Google to fix the search monopoly. This is from the New York Times. In a landmark antitrust case, the government asked a judge to force the company to sell its popular Chrome browser.
Why?
It's because you buy a phone and you have to use Chrome on it, and it's got to have Android, and so like they're so interconnected with our lives, it's forcing things out. And when you have entities that have so much power, where even searching for things now,
Yeah, you remember Ask Jeeves, Joe? Didn't you use that
like
a lot?
Lycos and all those other crazy ones from way back in the day.
Night something? Wasn't there a Nightscape? Something-scape? That's a
Netscape?
browser. Netscape.
Netscape Navigator, yeah, absolutely. And so found that Google has illegally maintained a monopoly in online search. And so the judge has asked the Justice
Damn,
Department.
but I don't know. It's just real good, man.
It is.
It's the best
That's
search.
what I'm saying.
man.
And
It's
why? Like,
I don't know. I mean, you can make a search. I
got
don't know if it's
Safari.
necessarily there. It's not like the ecosystem that Apple's getting sued for, where it's like everything must go
We must get paid,
through
yeah.
Apple's. They get 30% off the top of everything on the store. I mean, you can. It's the internet. You can type in whatever browser. Ask Jeeves if you want. Huh.
But the problem is now when you do
When
some
they
of the-
do phones.
some of these searches, you put it in there, and the first 9 things are sponsored,
Sponsored.
and they're hidden, almost hidden sponsored, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna click on this. It's like, congrats, Grandma, you now have spyware because you were looking up, how do I search in Facebook? Because they know how to tag people. Well, the Justice Department and Google themselves have to submit solutions by the end of this Wednesday to correct the search
Damn.
monopoly.
Okay.
And then they're gonna have a lot of time to figure this out because like some things on the board is. Beyond the sale of Chrome, the government asks the judge to give Google a choice: either sell Android, its operating the mobile operating system, or be barred from making its services mandatory on phones that use Android to operate. Now, according to some of the people who have been when Microsoft got investigated by the government, most of the people involved are like, look, the government has a huge uphill case. It's going to be pretty easy for Google to submit some things that will make them happy, but ultimately they'll be able to maintain their monopoly. So if people are worried about, if you've got brand loyalty, weird, why would you have brand loyalty to a corporation that doesn't give a shit about you? But if you do, you have nothing. It seems like you have nothing to worry about because all of these legal opinions are like, hey, they're going to be fine.
Yeah, it seemed like it. Okay. Well, it's just an interesting story anyway, that Google is being considered, monopoly on the search engine that we all use and we all would like. And the navigation is pretty good too, Joe, versus
but
the Apple navigation.
You have to start using Ask Jeeves or what's the DuckDuckGo.
Ask Jeeves.
DuckDuckGo, the Opera browsers, there's all sorts of other ones.
Never heard of that one.
Can I get a Safari on my phone?
Why would you want Safari on your phone?
Because apparently it's amazing.
What? Nah.
The Apple people are crazy.
The Apple.
Nah, fuck 'em.
Yeah, I like
Fuck
it.
'em.
I like it.
Fuck them. I was shopping for bikes, and one idiot in one shop was like, "This is like the Apple of bikes," and I was like, "I'm leaving."
Yeah.
So they're overpriced, fucking garbage.
Parts from everyone else, and like, oh, this is mine. It's
And
overpriced.
Anything
put a
breaks,
weird culture
you
around
have to
it.
throw it away because you can't replace
I was
anything.
like, I wonder if that guy makes a lot of sales off that line. Or
Oh, yeah.
That's just because he immediately, I was like, peace.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, yuck. Thanks for admitting right away.
Taking me the trouble.
Yeah. Oh, now I know to leave.
You guys suck. Yeah.
Bye-bye. Yeah, I know. The comments are like... people will get upset. There was a story where, if you have the wrong color text messages in dating apps, you get dropped like some weird percentage of the time.
It's like, ew, you got those.
You got an Android?
bubble.
Ew. I don't know what the bubble difference is, and I don't care. But I think if you care, you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. It's like if that's what they're doing you a favor,
Yeah.
don't talk to them.
You should have ran away in the first place. All right, you had a story you wanted to bring in
Yeah,
here?
Warner Brothers is at it again,
Oh,
Joe.
great.
They are delisting their games. Half a dozen Cartoon Network releases have been removed from sale on digital storefronts. Say goodbye to Samurai Jack Battle Through Time, OKKO, Let's Play Heroes. I didn't know it was out.
I love
Steven
Samurai
Universe,
Jack.
Save the Light. Steven
so
Universe,
cool.
Unleash the Light is gone. So it's like 4 or 5 games that they just, yank. Adventure Time, Finn and Jake's Epic Quest, Adventure Time, Magic Man's Head Games have been removed as well. The games have been taken down from non-PC storefronts. A reason for the removal hasn't been provided, but the store page for each game now says, attention players, yada, 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 will no longer be available for sale after December 23rd. Thanks for playing Cartoon Network games. That might have to do with the fact that Cartoon Network technically shut down or they just got reorganized and moved and the branding bullshit. The takedowns come a few months after Warner closed the Cartoon Network website, shunting people to its Max website. Okay, so that's where a lot of it was going. And following the removal of a bunch of Adult Swim published games earlier this year was the last story that we did that. Now they're doing the rest on the rest of the Warner Brothers Cartoon Network properties.
Oh, you want to play these characters?
So, yeah.
Suck it. You have to play multiverses now.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, because that's where most of these
Multiverses
is going. But
yep.
Multiverses ain't doing hot. It's kind of slowly.
Yeah, Warner Brothers ain't doing hot neither. So I'm very curious at Warner Brothers and Ubisoft in 2025.
Oh, and Paramount. Paramount's another one that is bleeding out cash.
Video games?
No, I just mean corporate stuff.
Oh,
Because we
okay.
follow
Corporate, Paramount.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
they were in terms of Halo,
Knuckles coming back.
Yeah, so
Only thing I can think about for Paramount, because I canceled my Paramount Plus a while ago.
you and everyone else.
Yeah, and I was looking through a big old list of stuff, for 2025, starting to compose the list. Star Trek Section 31 is the only thing that I can see for their streaming service that we may cover.
That you guys
Is it? What about Twisted Metal? No, that's
Peacock? No.
yeah, that's
Is it?
Peacock. I think like that's
Peacock.
the one thing Peacock has that people
And we're
liked, but
wrong.
we hated.
We
We
wrong.
fucking hated it.
I was like, where's the
And people
vehicles, man?
fucking
There's no
loved it.
vehicles. But they mentioned these people. It was like,
They said
they
the
mentioned
tournament
people.
next season. Watch, this next season barely has a tournament as well. All right, well, we'll
There's
see.
no cars.
When is Twisted Metal season 2 on Paramount Plus?
2026.
We're just old and
Probably
cranky. We don't
2020.
know anything.
Let's see.
about-
Oh, just 1 month ago, Twisted Metal season 2 wraps filming. That was 1 month ago. So if that wrapped filming,
Hell
they
yeah,
could
can't
probably-
wait.
End of
they
the
could
year,
probably
maybe.
get it out, but
Hopefully it's more.
end of the year,
Yeah.
2025, perhaps.
Yeah.
Unless they're trying to strategically line something up. All right. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully had a great Christmas. I am very curious what gifts you got. Leave it down below. What video games were you playing over Christmas break? Leave it down below. Thank you to our sponsors. Click those links. It supports us, supports you, and thank you so much for watching. Watch part 2. We got one more for you, and we'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.